Oh yeah, my man, my people. We back again, This is the reading of Beat Your Yesterday. We did the introduction, and so today we just diving in it. This is what I wrote here. Of late, I have formed a habit of patting myself on the back after small accomplishments that matter only to me. I am the only one who knows how far I have come to achieve these accomplishments. For that, I stand tall in front of my reflection and say, I'm proud of you, Mudui. I wish we learn to appreciate every single win that we get and spread the gratitude towards others as well. When you have been disciplined and you are achieving those small set goals, don't wait until someone notices. No one cares about your struggles. People have their own to deal with. Congratulate yourself. You alone know the pain of your existence. All you have achieved thus far is well deserved. I love the fact that I've finished this little book. And yeah, congratulations to a dream come true to me. Welcome to positivity and real life experiences that will make you love yourself, appreciate yourself, and get more out of yourself than you ever imagined. Thank you to the Almighty God that this is a success. You know, the world is continuously judging you, right, left, and center. And the world today, it's with you. Sometimes others, it's against you. Or you hate yourself and the people in it. You lose weight and the world will judge. You gain it back and the world will still judge. The world will constantly question everything that you do. My view is that if you worry too much about the world and its approval to do things, then soon the world will question you for being in it. You will never see happiness, or rather satisfaction, come your way. And as they say, happiness never goes out of fashion. We still need it as it was needed by those who lived thousands of years before us. This little book comes to speak about small realities of my own life that made me a real life coach on my own in my small way. The book will urge you not to wait for the world to pat on your back rather than pat yourself. For in whatever situation you are in, you must believe that you can fix or get yourself out of the fix. Fix yourself, congratulate yourself, dust yourself off, because no one will. Keep making those baby steps every day. You may think that you are not making the big moves, or maybe you're not moving, but when you look back, that's when you realize, oh, how far I've come. In short, beat your yesterday. I don't preserve anything for a special occasion, because being alive to me and being healthy is my biggest occasion. I write knowing that people don't love books anymore. They're stuck in their screens. I get satisfaction in it, and hope someone learns from my mistakes, gets strength from my falls, and rises, stands tall due to my persistence and trust in God. I do not intend to be a hero through this little book and reach all the whole world. I just wish to reach one person at a time and free someone from their own thoughts. I mean, all I want is everyone I can reach to be better than they were yesterday. I just mean beat your yesterday. That brings us to a first chapter.
I have heard you say a lot of things, very good things, But there's something that has caught my attention. You've been saying you. Why you?
Because one thing you remember that when we say I, there's the power. Even the Bible says there's the power there's the power of the word, the power in the tongue. If you cannot believe in yourself, who's gonna believe in you? You know, confidence is not, well, what will they say? What will I do if they don't accept me? No, confidence is, I don't care. I'm okay if they don't accept me.
That's powerful.
Because the power comes from within. That's why I kept saying, I believe. You have to believe in yourself. You have to get yourself together before you even, like I have been writing this book and erasing it. I erase, I give an editor, writes this thing. I feel like, because I'm not Superman. This book is not good enough. I give someone, edits everything, then I feel, no. It's like, it's not even part of my book. You know? And the other reason why I'm saying me is because, have you even competed, or have you read the back of the book, the cover book?
I have read this book several times.
This is what it says. Let me read for you, Mama.
Okay.
It says, your competition is only in that mirror you're looking at. When you fall asleep, rise in the name of being a better version of the person you were yesterday. Rise with the aim of not staying down like dust. Rise with the mindset of beating your yesterday. Only compare yourself to who you were yesterday. As in, it's not about any other person in this world.
It's about you.
Yeah, I keep telling you, even when we talk, I tell you, this world is like a highway. It's a freeway. Someone has been stopped by the police. Someone has been they have an accident. Someone has been overspeeding. Someone has a new car, they bought it today. Someone has a very old one, but in a very good condition. Yours is there, is not in a good condition, is not in a bad condition. So if it competes with the old one, which is in a good condition, then it's gonna spoil. So everyone keeps their own lane.
Okay.
And headed to different directions.
But we don't live alone. We live in the world. We live with everyone. How are we supposed to focus on just you?
It's a training that we had, and this is when we think back about you killing that little girl that was in you. You remember when you said you want to be a pilot? Some teachers told you, yeah, you can do it. Some parents told you, yeah, you can do it. But if you said it alone with the other kids, another kid would jump and say, oh, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a doctor, I want to be this, I want to be this. No one said, I want to be myself, I just wanted to be a policeman. If I say that, sometimes they would laugh at me. I didn't know that I would be a law enforcer. You know? You are. So it's a law enforcer, but not a what? Not a policeman. Now, army officer, in fact. I wanted to be an army officer. So it's that not killing, making sure that you don't kill that small little girl in you, small little boy in you.
And how do you make sure you don't kill that little girl in you? Yet, there are a lot of discouragements. You don't tell me that your life has been perfect. We go through a lot of hard stuff. Everyone goes through their own time. So how do you keep it going? How do you not get discouraged? You always, I remember the other day I was telling you, hey babe, how is it that you're always psyched up? Every time I'm calling you. But then do you know that this man, he's always psyched up. The way you see him on media, it's just the same way he's at home. He wakes up all the time, he's like, baby, 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 baby. And I'm like, does he not get tired? You never get tired of that? You're always having the psych for years. How do you maintain? I wake up with moods. Don't you have moods?
I think it's like character traits and I think it's like personality. When someone says being an introvert is a character trait, but being selective in participation, or being, when people say I'm not a people's person, when someone being they don't want to communicate, then that's now negative.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can be an introvert but still a good communicator.
True.
But you can be I'm missing that word, but there are people who are just poor in communication. They're not introverts, they're extroverts who are in wrong companies. So they will only be hyper when they're in wrong companies. Me, as I told you,
Always
that
hyper.
little boy,
Always hyper.
Yeah, so the secret is keeping that little boy in me. That little boy that I had when I was 5 years, 2 years, I feed him and keep him happy all the time. Because that person, when you beat a kid, today when you punish a kid, a little bit, or you give them a timeout, or you tell them, you're not going to do this, I'm not going to buy you. All these are forms of punishment.
Oh, yeah.
Because you want them to do something this way. So if they don't do this, but what do? Immediately they forget.
That's true.
You spark them a little bit. You warn them in that, but they forget. They'll go back if you don't watch them, right? Then what happens? So that's what I'm keeping saying. I keep saying, going back to my young me, my young little boy in me, that it was so fearless. It was afraid of nothing. It was limitless. There was not even the sky was a limit. There was no limit. So that's why I keep saying I. Because if it doesn't start with you from the inside, then what are you going to give the world? Even the Bible says you cannot pour from an empty cup. Fill the cup first.
And then you can pour from it. So what you're trying to say is we should work on you. Everybody should work on themselves so that they can be better than they were. It's not about being better than your neighbor, your brother, your sister. It's being better than yourself, a better version of you.
Of you, because we always learning, and this world the world does not stop teaching because we always learning.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Yeah, it does.
So if we stop learning today, then you die. And that's why I don't, I think you've noticed that I don't learn from just the successful people. No. I even get motivation from the people who have lost. I tell you, we started this journey of doing this and this with this person. And do the math. When you went to elementary school, primary school, that's what we call it in Africa, elementary school, you start there. But when you graduate elementary and go to middle school or high school, some people drop out. Others have moved schools, transferred, or whatever. Then you go to high school, the same happens. Some people get babies, others get married, others get drop out because of school fees, others get into drugs. You go to university. The same way people do that.
That's true.
So if then they're doing that, who is pushing you there? Like, what made you go through campus? Because you wanted a better what?
A better life.
Exactly.
Actually, that was the most sad moment of my life. I was like, everybody who remembers me in campus, I never used to rest. From Thursday to Monday, I'm not in school.
Yeah, I remember I met you doing business and
But
all
I'm
that.
not drinking. I was doing business.
Yeah, and that's why doing business, that's why I thought, this is ambition, because some people are in school partying and doing all that kind of stuff, and it's kind of different, and that's why people see the difference in other people, and so the I part of I'm talking about in this little book is
in the
chapter 1 is because I believe if you don't believe in yourself, then no one will believe in you. There's a saying that back in our area says that if you're driving your father's car, then a man driving his father's car is not allowed to speak in a meeting of bicycle owners.
Why?
Because he does not even own a bicycle. This car belongs to the father. So at the end of the day, it boils down
So
to
you're
you.
still saying that it's not even about appreciating what others are doing. It starts with appreciating yourself and what you're doing so that you can appreciate others. It doesn't mean you don't appreciate others, but you have to be worth something yourself. Oh.
Like you were telling me about the other day. I remember when we started, you told me about I wanted to buy. I was complaining that my clothes were smaller, and then you were talking about self-care. You remember what you told me?
Yes.
Instead, what did you tell me?
That you should cut weight.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then
how do
you
you go
told
buy
me.
new clothes and the closet is full?
Yeah. So what you told me is reduce my weight, and you say, okay, I'm gonna
We're gonna work on it.
Work on it. Reduce weight. Eat well. Healthy.
Love ourselves the
Love
way we used to
ourselves
love
more.
ourselves
Yeah.
before we met each other.
Yeah.
So I remember when I met you, you had six-pack. Oh, whoa, you're looking good.
I still do.
Hey.
So
Don't remind me.
yeah, but you see, people
Oh, yeah.
forget, and that's why I think
Yeah,
even in
sure.
marriage, people forget that you're not going to this marriage as a couple. At the end of the day, even if the Bible says 1 + 1 becomes 1, there is this one. The Bible recognizes that there is
Maintaining
this
that
one. Maintaining this one, because when
It's
we
not-
met,
it's not easy.
I don't think you've grown any teeth while you've met. You had all your teeth.
No, I grew one. I
Maybe
had
the
31.
wisdom.
I had 31.
Now it's 32.
Now
So,
it's 32.
so you see, my wisdom teeth are not growing; they're just growing wider. So you see,
but you're growing the belly.
no, now it's
Because I'm cooking so well for you.
yeah,
right?
but now I'm cutting to where it's supposed to be.
Back
So
to-
it's I. Why?
Yeah, true.
It's if you don't work on yourself, then you won't look good. Even for your husband, you won't look good for your wife. You won't be. So how
Even
will you do for yourself?
You know
That's
what?
why I say
People
yourself.
forget. They forget that, especially when you get married, you forget. Let's talk about marriage because we're still in our young ages of marriage. And you know what? Something that I noticed that as women we do, I don't know whether men do it, you can tell me, but I think what women do is when you get your dream man, you come to a plateau. You're like, I got him. I'm married. I have his kids. So I don't have to make my hair. I don't have to do makeup anymore. I don't have
Sanganga
to
ni ng'ombe, people
exercise.
sleep in those
And let me
t-shirts.
tell you, it reaches a point that you start hating yourself. You know, it happened to me in that, yes, you love me. You never stop loving me. You never stop doing what you're supposed to do as a man. But it reaches a point that when you go to the mirror, nothing makes sense to you anymore. You find yourself, you're in a bad mood. You're just there. You don't know what's happening. But, you know, I realized the secret. When I started going back to what I was again, when I started focusing on myself, I remembered you don't have to look good for other people.
For
Even
yourself.
for your husband. You have to look good for
For
yourself.
yourself first.
For when you look good, you feel good. Even
Exactly.
the mood changes.
And that answers the question you were asking me, how do I wake up feeling good? Because I'll still be good whether, I'll still feel good wherever it takes, because it's for me. If I want to express myself in kindness everywhere I go. And happiness, like I said here, like I read here, happiness never goes out of fashion.
That's true.
It's still the same happiness that we have today.
And the happiness has to come from you.
If you're expecting happiness from money, that's the same thing that I think we've talked about it later in the book, that happiness comes. You see, there's a time that when we got married, because we all have the first year of marriage is always the hardest. We have that when we say
when we make the house,
when we
have
get
children,
when we have
when-
kids, yeah.
when we do the wedding,
When
it's always when
we. So what if you don't? So that means you guys won't be happy?
No.
Does that mean that if you won't have kids, then that marriage is done? If you guys won't have that dream house, then
Even you don't have to be married to be happy. That is what people forget.
exactly
That
That's the
there
point.
was you.
Before
You have to
the
be-
marriage.
You have to be satisfied as you. And when it comes to beating you yesterday, you have to acknowledge that, okay, I want to be better. And you're the person that have taught me to dream. Actually, if I've met the biggest dreamer in my life, is you.
Someone say amen. Amen.
You dream of things that are so unrealistic.
The key.
That's why
Remember
they
the
are
key.
dreams.
I told you. Yeah, that's why they are dreams. And
Because they are not,
it's the
if
key.
they are real, they are not dreams.
And it's because of the key. The key that I feed in me. When you told, remember when we were saying about being a pilot, when I say that, I don't know whether it gets the weight it has, because I had never, I
You
saw,
had never seen an aeroplane apart from the air.
not even we were told that was it looks like that. Well, it's so far away. 'Cause
It looks
maybe
like that.
Yeah, maybe you've seen 3 or 4 in your whole life before you turn
But you still-
18. Because when I went for the first time I went to the airport, I was over 20 years.
But let me tell you, when I met you, you hadn't gone to the airport yet. But you always used to tell me, I will fly someday. I will go to
I didn't even
America
have a passport.
someday." You don't have a passport. You've never seen a plane at a close
No, I
range.
had a passport. Yeah, I had the little passports that were used in.
Okay, let's
we
say
used
you
in
had a
East
passport
Africa, in
anyway.
East Africa.
We
Yeah.
can confirm, but let me ask
Yeah,
you.
yeah,
You
yeah.
had never gone near any plane.
No,
But you
no.
still, you knew nobody in America.
No, no.
But you still believe that you will come to this land. How? Like, how do you get that capability to dream of things that you really know they are unachievable? Even you already know that your parents could not make you to pay for a plane ticket. Not unless it was somebody who was sick, yeah, they can pay. But just for you to go and have fun, it wouldn't happen. But how did you dare to dream? I haven't even dared to dream that much. Why should I dream that much? And let's be real. Me, I like being real.
Okay, being real, I'll answer you with the issue of believing yourself I talked in about here. I say, if you're doing everything, you just do your best, God does the rest. Because your body will never take you anywhere your mind has never been.
So you have to visualize it
You
first.
visualize, then now you actualize. Because God, let me ask you, God is not personalized. God is for us all.
And you remind me the story of Abraham. Do you know what Abraham was told? He was told, look.
Look.
The first thing he was told
I
is,
remember.
look. And as far as you
You
can
can
see,
see.
I will
Exactly.
bless you.
I will
And I'm
bless
like, so if you see here, God blesses you to hear.
Yeah.
So those things that people say your destiny is written, it is not written.
It's not written.
It is
It
you to
depends
talk
on
to it.
you. It depends on you. If God looks at your dreams are this way,
Oh,
why is
yeah,
He giving you more than you can handle? God gives you what you can handle.
So you have to see far to go far.
Yeah, you have to dream big to be big. You have to have that drive, that zeal, that and most of people do not realize that it's not the dreams, it's the process. I enjoy the process. What you asked me
That's a key
why?
point.
Yeah.
Enjoying the so you don't wait. You know what happens to most of us? Like I do, I'm like, I wanna buy a good car. So I live sad waiting for the
That-
moment that I'm gonna get the car to start enjoying. But the
And that's
key
not
point
it.
is what gives you signal. That's the difference between me and
It's
you.
the process,
Is
'cause-
enjoying this process before you get it. The fact that I will get it someday is enough to make you happy, even if you never get it.
Yeah, because the process, look at this. The process of doing our like when you met me, I was organizing soccer games. You remember those tournaments?
I remember.
I did not have money, but I believed in myself that I'll go talk to this gentleman. You give me a goat, they'll eat that. Myself, I'll buy soda. People will eat that. I'll buy bread. I could not even afford soda. I'll buy bread, and people will eat bread. This guy will give me. I'll talk to this person, and with my convincing power, I knew they would give me soda. I did it once. The first church came, the second one, the third, and now it was about villages. And every December,
Yeah.
it was everyone
Mega.
were waiting for it. It was mega, and I still tried something was called Talanta Kanisani. We
That's
tried those.
talent in the chat.
Yeah, talent in the church, and we tried those, and even grinder arts came in when we went to university, and we used to go to schools and high school, mentoring and doing whatever.
Those are some of the things that attracted me to you.
So
Did
you see-
my sister tell you?
We'll talk about that. So the I part of it is you dream, but what are you doing towards these dreams? Are you just dream? Because some people dream and sleep. Others dream. Like me, I believe when I dream, I wake up and go paint those dreams
That's
so that they now be clearer.
So, key point. When you dream, go paint that dream.
Paint that dream.
Don't sit on it.
Exactly. So, because most of us are dreams don't work.
Everybody has a dream.
Everybody
Let's be real.
Yeah, dreams don't work unless they're worked on.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's like I told you, we were talking somewhere about marriage, and we told them, marriage don't work, it's worked on.
Yeah.
So dreams don't work unless they're worked
The
on.
issue is not getting married.
It's staying in marriage and being happy.
Sometimes I'm like, everybody is like, oh, lucky you got married, lucky. And I'm like, I wish you knew. Staying in this spot, it's like when you're in number one, when you're in the first position in your class. Staying number one for the next like
It's the most difficult.
2 terms, just only 2 semesters, is the most difficult thing than being number 10 and going all the way to number 1. Staying there, just maintaining it there.
Yeah, so becoming, saying the I issue, as I was saying in this book, is challenging, and the world is continually judging you. Like I said,
Beating
the
you.
world is continually judging you right, left, and center. The world is with you sometimes, other times it's against you, and you hate. That's on here.
You gain
and
weight?
sometimes, yeah, you gain weight. They say what?
Have you seen her?
She's
obese.
Yeah, you lose the weight that you gain.
She has cancer.
She's suffering from AIDS and whatever. The world will always keep judging you. And my view is that if you worry too much about the world and its approval to do things, soon the world will question you for you being in it, in the world.
So you're trying to say that those people talking, telling you, discouraging you, they will be there.
They will always be there. They've always been there.
So this you has to be so strong that you walk head straight, that you're like, it doesn't matter what you say, I know where I'm going, I know the purpose of my life, I know who I am, I will walk no matter the cost.
Like I told you remember when I said confidence is not, will they accept me? Confidence is, I'm okay even if they don't accept me.
Like I'm okay no matter the result.
I'm okay with the results. Because when you that way, results, outcomes do not scare you.
Yeah.
You are more interested in the process because you're already strong.
The effort.
And being strong in this manner, like I said when I was reading this, I'm not Superman.
No, you're not.
I have had issues, I have had
Low
setbacks,
moments.
but believe you me, the lessons that you learn down there at the bottom, they say at the bottom, down there, these are the lessons that you learn at the bottom are lessons that you can never learn at the top.
That's true.
Because here you at the bottom you're talking about survival. Sometimes you're just talking about a meal. You just want to eat.
True.
To live
I
tomorrow.
remember those days.
You see? So you're talking about you just want to eat. You just want to pay rent. You just want 1 or 2 suits. You remember where sometimes you even bought me
Not
suits
even
when I
1 or
was
2.
going to.
You only need one good suit.
One good suit because
Like
when I
your
went
green
to
suit.
yeah. We'll talk about that. It's coming in here. So like when I was going to Kenya School of Law, I just wanted those suits. But although sometimes I think it was also a test. So, but I know I didn't have money. And you came through.
Okay,
You said,
you didn't have money like for real?
not sure. I don't know.
Anyway.
But I think I didn't have money. So you came through. I was to report to Kenya School of Law, and you bought me the 2 suits. I think they were $100 each or something like that. And I still have one.
Yeah, you still have one.
Yeah, I still have one that fits me. Like almost, I don't know how many years later. So the meaning of the results don't matter if you have already done your homework. You have already had that drawing board and you know what is gonna happen, when and how. If disappointments come, they will not surprise you because they have already been there. It's something that you have calculated.
And you said it so well. Fix yourself, congratulate yourself, dust yourself, because no one will.
No one.
So it takes you back to you.
Yeah,
It means
that-
that no one will. You're the one to dust. You're the one that has failed. You're the one to put effort. You're the one to succeed. And you're still the one to dust yourself in case you don't succeed. So you is very important to everyone. You have to work on you.
You.
You just have to work on you no matter the cost. Just work on you so that you can beat your yesterday. Remember, takes you back to it is just your yesterday. It's not anyone else's yesterday.
We're not comparing here.
Yeah.
You're not doing, because if you're not you will die thinking that your relatives are bad people.
And
you
just
will die thinking that, oh, my uncle that has money, they do
Does
not
not
want
help
to.
me.
That uncle you're talking about has their own problems. That auntie you're talking about, they have their own problems, they have their own families.
How the world could be if everybody just worked on themselves.
On themselves. And that's why people
made themselves perfect. That means this world will be perfect because no one will be having any
and
issue.
no one will be expecting anyone to do anything for them or
Because you've been doing it for yourself.
exactly.
Don't misunderstand it like you don't need people, you need people.
Oh, you always
But at
need
the end of the day, you need to still, they will give you advice, they will give you help,
But
but
you
you
have to
still
decide.
need to take the help and use it upon yourself.
And I think this one, the lastly, is as we beat our yesterday and conclude our today's
It was just a first
our
introduction.
first reading of beat your yesterday. As we conclude, this training, I want this to go to the parents that have kids who are young. This comes in. I got it from a friend that that when you have kids and you want to train them to start making their own decisions, is the best thing is to let them decide on small things. Like, you know, when we grew up, it was like, come here, it's time to eat. You just eat, you know?
Drink
Now,
that water.
Drink that water.
Finish it. You don't even have a dish.
Yeah, finish it.
To take half quarter, finish it.
Finish it. So now kids have a voice in houses, and then you ask them, what do you want to eat?
Yeah.
Not to mean that you have several meals in your house to cook, but you ask the
You
kid.
can decide to.
And the easiest one is letting them choose what they want to wear. Or yourself, you have 2 or 3 clothes that you know you're okay wearing the 3 of them. And then you ask your kid, what do you think I wear? That will boost their thinking. And they see, Dad or Mom, you look better in the blue or the red or the yellow or the green. And that means when you wear that, you've boosted their esteem. You're building their belief in themselves.
In the you.
In the you that
I
we
know
are
we're
talking
gonna
about.
change it to believe in you.
In you. So the you we're talking about in this book, you're making your kids grow that they know that there is a you.
True.
When they do that, then grow up, they will not be the kids that will be swayed by anyone.
That's true.
That will be, oh, let's do this. They will be like, you go ahead. I don't want to.
Oh yeah.
Not because my parents said so. Not because you
Because
as a peer
I
friend.
don't
Because
want to.
I don't want to.
That reminds me, we used to always call our parents, which kind of soda do you think I should take? Which kind of pop should I take? Because we never believed in the you. But when you realize the power of you, you're on the journey to success.
Yeah, amen. So, beat your yesterday just began.
Oh yeah.
Any last shots?
No.
You good?
Yeah.
So, till next time, peace, guys. We said peace. Peace is this. Because I used to do this and someone told me this one is the Corvette sign. This is a sign
So
for
it's
Corvette.
peace.
So it's peace. The people who drive Corvettes greet each other this way.
But right now it's
So now it's peace.
peace.
Love you guys. Keep subscribing there and follow us on every other social platform.
Oh yeah. Bidii na imani.
Yeah. Facebook, Bidii na Imani. Instagram,
Effort and faith.
yeah, effort and faith.
Literal translation.
Yeah.
Effort and faith.
You do your effort, then have faith.
Oh yeah.
Do your best and have faith that God will do the rest.
Oh yeah.
Love you guys. See you next week.
subscribe.